What if the BRICS countries, which have the world's fastest growing economies, are about to do something that will change the world's financial system? China, Brazil, Russia, China, and South Africa are working harder to use Ripple and its digital currency, XRP. This could have huge effects on the future of cross-border spending between these two countries. These countries, which make up more than 40% of the world's population and a big part of its economy, are already some of the most important players in the world stage. Now they're focusing on Ripple's blockchain technology to improve their financial systems by making international payments faster, cheaper, and more efficient. It's no wonder that BRICS countries are becoming more. If they switch to this solution, they might depend less on the US dollar and traditional financial middlemen. This could make room for XRP to play a central part in the global economy and connect key BRICS countries like Brazil, India, and even China are growing, and it's becoming clearer why using XRP for cross-border trades is a good idea. As XRP is used more in global trade, its value and demand could go up significantly. If these countries keep speeding up their adoption of Ripple and XRP, we could see a future where XRP is a key part of the world's financial system. Get ready, because the adoption of Ripple by BRICS nations could change the game for XRP and the whole world of online payments. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa are the BRICS countries. They have always wanted to make their economies go in a new direction, and now they want to update their banking systems. The old global payment system that relied a lot on the US dollar hasn't always worked the best, especially when it comes to pay for crossing the border. International transactions are hard for BRICS countries because they are expensive, take a long time, and depend on middlemen. That's where Ripple and its digital currency XRP come in. Ripple's blockchain technology is designed to solve these problems by making international money transfers faster, cheaper, and safer. For BRICS countries to improve their financial processes, Ripple's ability to provide liquidity in real time and settle cross-border payments almost quickly is just what they need. BRICS countries often have old payment systems that need to be replaced. Ripple can help them get a more modern option that will make payments faster and cheaper. In between lines, some of these countries, like Brazil and India, have already started looking into Ripple's technology because they see how useful it is for businesses and financial institutions. But Ripple isn't just about making payments faster. One of the main reasons BRICS is turning to it is to become less dependent on the US dollar in international trade. The dollar has had a big impact on the global financial system because many countries use it as their main reserve currency. This has made it harder for BRICS countries to deal with other countries outside of the Western-dominated financial networks. With Ripple, you can skip the US dollar and trade directly with brick-and-mortar countries in a more open and efficient way. Ripple's technology is becoming more popular in the BRICS group, which opens up new opportunities for XRP. This is because XRP is the bridge currency used in Ripple's network, and more people using it means more demand for XRP to make these trades possible. People might want to buy a lot more Ripple if more BRICS countries use it. XRP's value could go up as these countries try to update their banking systems and get rid of old ways of doing things. Ripple and XRP are becoming more popular in the BRICS countries. This isn't just because they want to use new technology, it's also because they want to take charge of their financial plans and depend less on traditional banks with one head office. This change could lead to a new era of cross-border transactions, where Ripple and XRP play a big part in shaping the future of global trade and finance. As adoption speeds up, we could see XRP become a major asset in international payments, spreading beyond the BRICS group and into the bigger world market. As we look at what might happen if the BRICS countries accept Ripple and XRP, it's important to know that this could have a big impact on XRP's value and its place in the global banking system. The more countries that use Ripple's technology, the higher the demand for XRP will be. XRP is used as a bridge coin by Ripple's network to allow transactions to happen across countries. This means that as more payments are made through Ripple's system, more XRP will be needed to settle those payments. The value of XRP is likely to rise because of this rising demand, especially if it becomes the standard way to do business across borders. The limited quantity of XRP is one of the main things that could cause its value to rise. XRP has a set supply of 100 billion coins, while some cryptocurrencies have an unlimited supply, or a supply that is always growing. This small supply, combined with rising demand as Ripple's use grows, could cause the price to rise significantly. If Ripple becomes the preferred way for BRICS countries and other global players to send and receive money, The demand for XRP could not enough of it, which would probably make the price go up. Several banks around the world have already started using Ripple's technology, and now the BRICS countries are starting to do the same. Brazil payment options from Ripple are already being looked at by India and Russia. China, which has been working to modernize its financial sector, could be if more BRICS countries add Ripple's technology to their financial systems. It could set off a chain reaction whereby more countries and institutions want to use Ripple and XRP as the standard for cross-border payments. This would greatly increase the demand for XRP. The really interesting thing is that Ripple's integration within BRICS countries isn't happening yet. Ripple's technology is becoming more deeply embedded in the financial infrastructure of BRICS nations. This could make the use of XRP mainstream, leading to widespread adoption. This could open the door for XRP to be used in other. There is demand from all over the world, which could drive the price to all-time highs. Ripple is also working to make regulations clearer, especially in important markets like the US. This could help XRP's position in the global market even more. As Ripple continues to make progress in regulatory compliance, institutional investors and banks may feel more comfortable using XRP. BRICS countries' use of Ripple and XRP in their businesses would increase demand and value even more. In short, XRP's value could rise as a result of its widespread use and influence around the world by people who hold it. Increasing demand from BRICS countries could mean huge gains in the future if XRP becomes the main currency for cross-border payments in developing economies. Long-term holders who know how valuable it is to hold on to their tokens as the world's financial scene changes could see its price rise. For new investors, now could be a great time to start paying attention to XRP, especially since it's starting to gain ground in some of the world's most important markets.